Hi there, and welcome to TechPlover. I've already walked through the exterior of the car using the TechPlover Tesla Model 3 checklist. Now I'm going to go through the interior of the car. So if you haven't seen the exterior video, check the link above. So let's go inside the car and check the interior out.
So first thing is of course to open the doors. We've done that previously during this walkaround. So let's do that. Door opens, but before we go all the way in, let's check our list. Phone works as a Bluetooth primary key. Yeah, check that. Since I have a long-range version, we should have floor mats. And that we do. We have floor mats. And let's check the seat before we sit in it and see if we see any imperfections or scratches on the seats. Should look at the seams, see if those are in good condition. Seems to be good. So the seats looks good. So let's go inside the car. So we're inside the car and let's go through the list. So next on the list is the initial screen check. So there are no error messages on the screen. If there were some error messages, we would see a warning triangle somewhere here. So that's good. In my case, I bought the enhanced autopilot with my car. So in the software settings, we can see that enhanced autopilot is included in the package, as well as the premium connectivity. So we're good there. So let's see if the screen has some phantom touches. Go here and into the toy box and the sketch pad. And let's wait just a few seconds and see if we see something written automatically on the sketchpad. Nothing yet, at least. Seems to be fine. Yep, seems to be working fine. So it's good there. So we close that. Next up is Sentry mode. So we press the car icon again. Go to Safety and Security and scroll down until we see Sentry mode. And as we can see, Sentry mode can indeed be enabled. So we can check that off our list. Let's check the cameras. Go here, cameras. And we can indeed see that both the backup camera and the side cameras are working properly. So then we should check if the AC is working. Put that on high. That's on 10. Gets a little bit loud here, but it seems to work really well. And can we get some heat as well? Yep. And can we get it cold? I was not going to press the heated seat. And is it cold as well? Yes, indeed. We get both hot and cold. Let's lower the power here. So the air conditioning surely works. And one more thing with air conditioning. Let's check if the rear vents work. Yes, the rear vents work as well. Then it's a heated steering wheel. We find that under the heat here and the steering wheel icon. Let's see if it heats up. Takes a while. Hopefully it works. Yeah, it started to heat up. This will be very nice in the winter time. Let's turn that off again. So let's check the voice control. I'm cold. And that worked. So let's see if we can adjust the side mirrors. Go in here, mirrors. So to adjust the mirrors, we use the left knob on the steering wheel, and we are adjusting the left mirror here. Let's see if that works. And out. You should see it moving. And now I get the sun into my eyes. Let's bring it down again. That works. And just pressing the knob here, then it switches to the right mirror. And see if that works. Scrolling up on the scroll wheel moves the mirror up. Scrolling down moves the mirror down. And pushing it to the left and right moves the mirror. So the mirror adjustments work. And let's see if the mirrors can fold. Yep, they fold on both sides and can of course be unfolded as well. Let's see the rear view mirror. If it has some scratches or some warping going on. Seems to be totally fine. Then we have the sun visor. It should go down. And we have a magnet on this side. That goes down. And we can drag it out. And drag it in. And then it should be able to go to the side as well. And that works. And let's open the mirror. And we have lights inside there. That works as well. So the sun visor, I would say, is good. And then one really important thing, that's the seat belt. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it holds tight, and if I pull it really hard, it stops. So it seems to work. That's good. And let's see if the heated seats work. Go here and to the heat. We can use the screen here. Just tap the seat and we'll get the front seat. Let's wait a while and see if it heats up. Yep, it's definitely working. So let's turn it off before I get really hot. So let's see if the seat adjustments work. So we have the buttons down here. And if you go back, that works. No unusual sound. And we go a little bit front and see if it lifts up as well. Yes, just normal sound. Goes down. And the seat back, it can go forward and backwards. And then what we have on the driver's side, we have lumbar support. It's difficult to see that. Maybe you see it when I adjust it. No, but it works both in and out and up and down. You'll just have to take my word for it. So we've already tried the microphone. It worked with voice control. So for my model, we have pedestrian speakers. And in Europe, it's not allowed to use those while driving. So we can't test it while driving, but what we can do is to test it just outside. So let's look for the boombox. That's here. Better to open the window a little bit so you can hear. So let's check it out. And we can use the preview button to hear the sound. Listen very carefully. And this is from the outside of the car. Let's check applause. Yeah, the boombox works. Let's check the radio. We have a radio station here, and let's put the volume up. And the volume works, the radio works. And inside here we also have Spotify, which we can stream, and I can also stream from my phone. And connect it to Bluetooth. So let's check all the speakers and play some audio. We can of course play the radio. So let's bring up the volume a little bit, and we should look around all corners of the car and check that we have audio from all of the 15 speakers of the car. Which one of them is the bass? So we have a speaker down there, and same on the other side. And then we have the bass in the back. And what I can hear, it seems to be working pretty fine. So let's check the windshield from inside. It should be free from scratches and any imperfections. There might be some dirt on it, but that can be cleaned off. Yeah, the windshield seems to be fine. Let's see if the wipers work. We can press the button here on the side of the stock, and the wipers work. And I pressed a little bit too far because I got the wiper fluids as well, and that works as well. So we're good with the wipers. Now you can stop. Thank you. So let's look to the side here. If we see any imperfections or scratches in the door panel, we have the wooden trim here on my model, which will be on all new Model 3s now. It previously was only on the China model. So this seems to be fine. And the roof lining, let's check that out. A little bit dark here. During my delivery we had some fingerprints on this lining here, but that was cleaned by Tesla. Really good. And the roof lining here. Yep. Looks fine. And then check that all the windows go up and down. Let's start with the driver's side window. Goes all the way down and all the way up. Let's check the passenger side. Goes all the way down and all the way up. Since we have controls for all the windows in the driver's side, let's check the passenger right. And those windows don't go all the way down. That's by design. They only go down like this. Move it up. And then hopefully I'm getting this correct here. And this one goes down as well. And up again. So let's move over to the middle handrest, which is here. We should check that that opens properly. Yeah, it opens up. And also that it closes without any issues. And it does. And let's check the center console cover here. Opens like it should. And closes. That's good. So let's see if the wireless charging works. Now I'm also recording audio with my iPhone, so. And we see down here that the iPhone is charging. Let's check on the other side. And it started charging there as well. So we're in good shape there. Wireless charging works. So down in the center console compartment we have some USB Type-C ports. Let's go down and see them there at the bottom. And the only thing I have with USB-C is this wireless charger. And when I plug it in, it should light up with some blinking lights. And it does. The other ports, we have two USB-C ports here. Connecting. And the wireless charger blinks. So that works. In the other compartment here, we have a 12-volt connector. But unfortunately I don't have anything to test that with. so I'll just have to trust that that works. We have some USB in the rear as well, but let's test that when we go back in the rear. So next on the list is to check all the lights around the car. And we could of course use the turn signals to check that the lights are working, and the park lights, and the rear running lights, the front running lights. It's a little bit difficult to see all those when it's bright outside and going in and out of the car, so I would recommend you have someone with you checking the lights outside that everything works. Pressing the brakes is a little bit difficult to do when you're recording alone, so yeah, have someone with you help you out with the lights. I have checked them, they are working, so I can check them off my list. So let's check the interior lights. The lights over here should work. And just pressing them again, we turn them off. And we have similar lights in the rear. Press them. And they both work. And they fade out. It's a little bit difficult to see the lights on the steering wheel, but the arrows are lighting up, as well as in the for the window controls. Those are working as well. And also when you open the door, you should see lights in the pocket in the door, as well as in the footwell. Difficult to see in the bright sunlight. And we also have lights on the door opening button. So we have some lights down here. So a light down in this compartment. And we also have a light in this compartment that is working. So plenty of lights all over the car. So let's move over to the passenger side and check things out there. Now on the passenger side we can check that the seat doesn't have any scratches or imperfections. Check the seams. Looking good. And there are no scratches or imperfections in the seat. And on the side here we have the controls, but unfortunately missing passenger lumbar support. Nothing that Tesla can do about that. Just isn't available anymore. And we have the floor mats on the passenger side as well. So let's jump in. So let's check the door panels. Have the wooden trim here as well. Doesn't seem to have any scratches or imperfections. We have the emergency opening handle here. That should of course work. And we get a warning when we open it because we need to be careful about the glass. But that obviously works. So let's close the door. Forgot about checking that on the driver's side, but I've already checked that. It works. The window control for this window should work. Yes, it works. The sun visor should work as well. Light works. We can drag it down, drag it out, and move it to the side. Works well. And it attaches with the magnet. So it's time for the seat belt. It must work. Let's connect it. Connects. If we drag it really hard, it stops, as it should, and the connection is good. Seatbelt works, and the roof lining, let's check that. No dirt or something that is not aligned properly, and everything is fastened properly as well. Looks good to me. So let's see if the heated seat works on the passenger side as well. Let's turn it on there. We can also see it over here, that it has been turned on. Let's wait a little while to see if it heats up. And yes, indeed, it's starting to heat up. So let's press it 3 times to turn it off. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the lumbar support is not available here, so we can't test it out. So on this side we have the glove box. It does not have any buttons to open it. That needs to be done through the screen. So by pressing the car icon, we have the glove box button here. So if we press that, the glove box should open. And we have a pin for it. So let me go over here and enter the pin, and the glove box opens. And we can't hit the glove box button to close it again. We have to close it manually. Glove box works. And we can check the lights on this side as well. You might see the lights in the pocket here and in the footwell. So those work. And we of course have lights on the door button and the window button. So that's all for the passenger side. Let's go in the rear and check that out. So we're at the passenger side, and before we enter, let's check the seats. See if we see any imperfections in the seams or in the leather, the vegan leather. Seems to be quite fine. And also on the back of the seats, you can check the seams around the headrests and down, all the way down to the floor. Same on this side. Seems to be fine. And we have the floor mats, or the floor mat, a long floor mat in the rear as well. So let's jump in. So the door panel should be free of scratches and imperfections. And that seems to be fine on this side. And on the driver's side in the rear, let's see, this is just some, this is nothing. Seems to be fine on this side as well. We have the clothing hooks. Those should pop out and close again on both sides. Those work. And the roof lining over here should be fine as well. No imperfections or smudges. Looking good. Seat belts should be working. First this side. Works. And sticks if you pull it. This one. Yep. Works as well. And on my side here, let's see. Works as well. Of course the seat belts work. Heated seats, a little bit difficult to check that out, but they surely work. So we should have some lights in the doors as well, and lights on the buttons here, which we do. And on this side as well, we have lights in the pocket and light on the buttons. And we have the middle here. It should go down. Yes, it does. And no scratches or imperfections. Up again. And we do the USB test again with my wireless charger. So we have one on each side here. Let's check the light on the wireless charger. It blinks. Do it again. Blinks there. And do it again here. And it blinks. So the USBs work. Last thing to check is to see if the seat folds. And it does on this side. And the seat on this side should fold as well. Yes, it does.
Now we inspected the interior of the car. So now we've covered the whole car. If you missed the exterior video, just click the link above. I really enjoyed making this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. And I hope it was helpful as well. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. It will both help my channel grow, and you will also get notified when new videos come out. See you in my next video.